here. Okay. So, before we get started, our last session was what, like, like 8 months ago or something like that.
Yeah, it's been a while. Been a while. Let's
Yeah,
chance.
a little bit. So what, how's the competitive grind been going? What have you been up to? Talk to me about that.
Well, Overwatch or just in general?
Yeah, just in general.
I mean, like I kind of got more back into Overwatch like recently, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't know, like a month ago or like a few weeks ago or something.
Mm.
It's like some point during these holidays.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, like I kind of just got tired of playing Valorant. So
Gotcha. So more focus on Valorant. Took a long break from Overwatch until about a month ago, right?
yeah,
Okay, cool. And I remember the last session we had, it was for Monkey, right?
yeah.
So what kind of made you want to get more into Orisa, which is what the session's for, obviously.
Um, I was always like pre into Orisa, I think.
Okay.
Like if I remember correctly. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I just enjoy Orisa. Like I know everyone hates playing against her, but which
Hmm.
honestly kind of makes her even funner. But
Yeah.
rage baiting.
Fair enough.
But no, she's just fun. Like spear is like a really fun ability. Spin is also really fun.
Hmm.
Like she's just like satisfying to play.
Yeah.
I guess like landing her shots and spears and stuff.
Yeah. Absolutely. Okay. Nice. Okay. Any other updates, questions, particular concerns, anything like that?
No, not that
Okay.
I can think of.
Sure. So let's quickly talk about Orisa then. Hold on, let me share my screen with
Yeah.
you. There we go. Okay. So with Orisa, right? What is Orisa's identity? Because obviously, I don't know how many VOD reviews of mine you've seen, but I always start with
Yeah.
talking about Orisa generally speaking, right? We're talking about the hero that they're playing generally speaking. So what is it about Orisa? Like, what's her identity? What's her niche in Overwatch?
Um, the first thing that comes to mind is that like she's very good at like mitigating CC while also being able to like output like a lot of CC of her own with like spear and spin.
Yeah, absolutely. So we'll say midi plus CC. Yeah, I agree. Now let's talk about specifically what abilities. I mean, obviously her own CC is the spin and the spear, like you just said, right? What allows her to really mitigate CC?
Fortify
Yeah, and what else?
and spin.
Yeah. So spin is like, honestly, you can kind of see here. It's like a really really important ability because it allows you to both be aggressive, defensive, and gives you a speed boost, right?
Yeah.
Cool. Same thing with Fortify, actually, right? Because Fortify allows Orisa to both take more damage, which can be defensive, but can also be offensive, right? Ignore CC, which can also be offensive,
Yeah.
and then it also allows you to shoot more without having to stop, right?
Yeah. Like
Cool.
I'm pretty sure like at some point in this what I like at least once like I use like fortify aggressively to like cancel out Anna sleep or whatever
Yeah, perfect.
or something.
Yeah, exactly. So with Fortify, right, and with Spin, right, it really kind of highlights when you can be aggressive, if that makes sense, right? Because without
Yeah.
these cooldowns, you're just like a massive ult battery. You know what I mean? You're just like
Yeah.
getting ready to get absolutely destroyed. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, that's when you can be aggressive, and then the spear kind of just lets you have additional kill threat, if that makes sense, right?
Yeah.
Cool. Alrighty. Now talk to me about what kind of range Orisa best thrives at.
So like usually like close to medium range, but
Mm-hmm.
like she can also like like output a bit of pressure.
Yeah.
At range. Like
Yes, I mean
especially if
she's
you
not as
against
hard
like
limited as
stationary
like Sigma,
targets.
for example. But yeah,
Yeah.
perfect, good. Okay. Yeah, so close to medium range, and then she's also, because all of her cooldowns that allow her to be offensive are also defensive, right? She's really good at like being in the actual fight and taking a lot of damage, and then like you said, mitigating that damage, right?
Yeah.
So that means she's also a bit of a brawler. Okay. A lot of people sometimes like kind of sort her in the poke category, and it's like not really not really accurate. Well, it's not really accurate to have any categories, to be fair, but
yeah, it's like calling Ram a poker because like he has his
yes,
staff
exactly. Yeah. That's actually a perfect analogy. Yeah, perfect. Okay, cool. Yeah, so close to medium range brawler. And then talk to me about how our ult works.
I mean, usually just like go in with your spin and then just pop it. Or like you can use it for like extra survivability if you don't have fortify as well.
Yeah, perfect. It's just you can also use it to like parry things because it's just an extra fortify, right? And then it's also like a major zoning ult, right? It like sucks people back in and perfect. Okay, cool. Any questions about that kind of stuff?
No.
All right. Good. So let's kind of look at your actual gameplay and talk about the more specifics, right? Okay, so we see they have Tracer. Good. I like you not really spending too much time, trying to chase down the Tracer. Yeah, I really like you going wide here. So I'm assuming you popped Fortify just because, knife. Yeah. So, the most things that you can fortify, you can also spin. You know what I mean? If you do it beforehand. And the proper cooldown cycle for Orisa is to spin first and then fortify because the spin is a shorter cooldown. And fortify lasts, like 4 seconds, right? So I think the cooldown for this is 8. So you pop this, right? And then you pop fortify, and then you have like less of a wait time before your next spin. Rather, if you pop fortify first and then spin, you're going to have more downtime. Does that make sense?
Yeah, exactly. Okay.
Perfect. Yeah, so if you want to block knife, if you want to block sleep, all that kind of stuff, just spin first. And then I would argue, even if you want to just make this rotation as a whole, like just in general, without the presence of CC, and you just want to do it faster without taking damage, I would just spin across anyway. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Good. I really like this actually. Yeah. Yeah, this is actually really nice. Yeah, even this, to be honest, I'd say spin first, just while you're able to close distance, so your spear is more accurate, your shots do a little more damage, right? But not only that, like when you chase her here, a good Sojourn is just gonna like leave out here, and so spinning first is gonna let you close the distance and push her out of the doorway potentially if she doesn't react in time, right?
Yeah. Wait, do Ori shots have fall off then?
Yeah, they have a little bit of fall off.
Oh, okay.
I'm pretty sure they do. I'm not 100% actually. Let me look that up real quick. I'm like 90% sure they do.
And I know they like nerfed the fall off at some point, but I thought they just completely removed it maybe. But I don't know, maybe there's still a little bit.
Do not have any fall. What in the hell? Hold on. Oh, okay. The fall off only exists in 6v6. Interesting.
Oh, okay.
Although, I don't know, maybe the wiki's kind of an I don't know, I could be wrong. But yeah, it says 6v6 now, it's damage fall off starting at 25 meters. But yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah, I remember that was fall off at some point, but they removed it.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. But yeah, either way, just you want to close distance first, right? But yeah, this is a good kill. Nice. Good. I really like you waiting here. Right? Why would we want to wait before we drop here?
Because team's nowhere in sight right now.
Yeah, perfect. This is really nice.
So yeah, I think I'm just waiting for my team to scale up.
Yeah, okay, so yeah, and I really like the fact that you also waited for your cooldowns to come back before you drop, right? Now let's talk about the proper order of operations, right? What should be our first move here? Like what should we do? Use first?
Spin onto the brig, just really close the gap on them.
Yeah. How do we close the gap on them?
Just use spin, walk up into them, and like push them out with LOS of Ana
yes, exactly. That's the important thing, right? We want to spin to push them past this corner, so that the Ana can't like sleep you, nade her, all that kind of stuff, right? You want to spin and push her in the corner, and then spear, right? And that makes the follow up super easy in this corner, right? Cool. So let's see how that happens. Yeah. And so here you can kind of see we have to use all our cooldowns, because we didn't spin first. Make sense?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and then here at this point, I'd say just fully get out and kind of restabilize.
Yeah.
Because the pick that you got with the Sojourn is starting to wear off, and like in other words, like the Sojourn's coming back, and their Tracer's kind of wreaking havoc in your backline. Good. Stabilizing. Really big anti. Holy cow. Now, let me see this again. Okay. Yeah, so I was gonna say if you're like afraid of walking into pulse, then it's fine to fortify. But we kind of pulse out, or we kind of fortify after the pulse goes anyway. Right here, right? And so at this point,
go ahead. 5 may have been because of knife then.
Okay, well, I mean, either way, like the knife being pulling you is not like that scary for Orisa, right? And then especially because you're not really so concerned about this person, you're more concerned about this person, which I agree with. You should again just try to spin first, right? Spin first, break the shield or push him out of position, and then pop fortify when you're already in to make your uptime stronger and uptime longer. Makes sense?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, this is a really big nade for you guys. You guys might win this off that alone. Nice, good. Taking the wide angle. Oh, really close. Yeah, so one thing I'd like to see from you, because you're already starting to do it, right, is when you're taking this really wide angle, this is really nice, right? We can't stay here for that long because 3 people are peeking us, we only have mercy heals, all this kind of stuff, right? So where should we go to maintain this like aggressive position but not be as unsafe?
I could like go behind telephone box there.
Okay,
maybe.
That's one option, sure. Give me another one. Because you still want to hold this space here.
I mean, could maybe go to like where the lamppost is, like behind that ledge.
Yeah, perfect, exactly, right? Because then this way, whoever wants to cross this line, you can still absolutely pinch.
And it's almost like a crossfire.
Yeah, exactly, perfect. There we go. Good. Yes, that's exactly what I want to say. Because here, as you back up this way, you see, you can already see it, right? Like their brig's starting to swing wide, their Sojourns want to swing wide, their queen starts to walk up, right? And then now, when we push in, now it's like, we're pushing back their swing, but now we've used out one of our equivalents before the queen uses shout, and the fact that we get this pick on the Sojourn, it has nothing to do with us. You know what I mean? It's like very, very lucky. Not a bad ult. Yeah, and then even in this scenario, right here, I just spin at the brig.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, was she purple?
Had to have been, I guess, if she doesn't think.
Oh, well, it just didn't do that much healing at all.
But did she just instantly take like 200 damage when like getting nano? At least she had to have been hit by like a fire rocket rail or something.
Yeah, she just like didn't get healed that much. Dang, DPS passive was crazy. Alright. Nice. Alright, yeah, so not a bad first point. I really like how you're starting to set up these angles, but then as we kind of engage and get really aggressive, like it seems like the order of operations gets kind of messed up, or we're not really like using our spin properly.
Right.
Yep, this is fine. Again, I'd like to see, this is another example of like, we're kind of fortifying when you don't really need to, right? It should be spin here, even if we do get knifed. Right, so let's say we get knifed here, we should spin first. You can even spin the way on, like, to get out first if you really need to, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think I'll just stay here a bit as well, partly because like
I
use fortify first as well.
Yeah.
So I think I get punished for that and die.
Yeah, it's tough.
We baited pulse bomb, it's fine. We baited pulse bomb.
I mean, even if you got stuck by pulse bomb, it'd be a good pull, you know what I mean? Like, it done the same thing.
Yeah. See, I'm gaming for hope. I'm
coping for hope. Oh, that's a juicy amount of headshots. Look at this. Ding, 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 ding. Oh my god.
It's that Valorant crosshair placement.
Yeah, so here, like, the brig already used her major, like, response to your aggression, being the bash. So you don't really have anything to fear here, right? Yeah. Just spin her into the wall, spin her back, you know what I mean? You just be aggressive, like, don't over-respect this brig here, right? And then, importantly, the Ana cannot sleep you as you're spinning either, you know what I mean? Because you're doing it head-on.
Yeah,
just spin her. Yeah.
Just golding for no reason.
Yeah, and she just did it again, right? So, and then the thing is, like, when you spin into a break, they're not going to just hold shield. Like, they'll probably swing to, like, proc inspire or something like that. And then that's your window to just, like, spear them into this wall, for example, right?
Yeah.
I think you're just, like, over-respecting the brig. Yeah, spin. She's dead. Yeah, there we go. Good. Good. I like the fact that you're not, like, worrying too much about the tracer either. Oh, well, okay. Good. Really nice. Okay. So we have a lot of downtime here, right? Which is not your fault. I mean, you guys just won the fight in long spawns, right? But how can we use this downtime? What should we do? How do we set up for the next fight?
I don't know, probably, like, could maybe, like, try get set up on, like, high ground, like, in the building.
Which one? Are you talking about this high ground, or are you talking about this high ground?
I mean, either one. I mean, like, I'm closer to the box that's next to me, obviously, but, like, I could have, like, enough downtime to probably go and rotate to the other one as well.
Which one do you think would be better?
Probably the longer one, like the one further from me. Yeah.
Sure. So if you want to take the fight up here, then this one is definitely better, right? If you're expecting the next fight to break out around here-ish, then this one is arguably better. But this one still has a use for that too, right? So yeah, I would say, like, spend this time, like, you're right to not worry about the tracer. So spend this time going to setup, whether it's, just slowly walking over here or spinning your way over here, whatever it is, just go get set up. Because you don't really want to just force yourself to take on a full-on front-to-back fight if you don't need to.
Okay.
They're beautifully wasted on the cooldowns.
See, gaming for hope now.
Yeah, so again, like, you're up, right? There's, like, you're up. You did use Fortify, right? But you don't need to, like, overly respect this queen. You can start walking at her, right? And then if she gets, if she starts to aggress on you and you're not comfortable with, then you can spin out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay. What are we thinking right now? What's about to happen?
Queen ult.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, good. Queen ult. Yeah. So very, very clearly, what can we do to prevent this?
Spirit.
Yeah. Well, you could also, like, you could get ready spirit. I mean, it's kind of tough to to do it without the perk, without the charging perk, right? But what else can we do?
Just spin them out of, like, the line, I guess.
Just,
like,
exactly. Spin them this way, right? So she's gonna have a harder time hitting your backline with it. And then when she starts to swing again and, like, step out this way, then she's gonna go for it, and then you can more accurately spear her, right? Yeah, exactly. Good. Okay. Yeah, it's a little unlucky. Good. Yeah. Again, same thing here. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, good. Just run her. Nice. Nice. Good stuff. Yep. Pushing forward. Okay, so are you setting up to, like, surprise them with a Orisa ult here?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I would say, like, you don't need to. Because, in fact, the strongest part about Orisa ult is the fact that, like, if you try to run away from, like, the radius, it'll suck you back in, right? So you almost want them to be, like, a little bit aware of where you are, right? Because it's not like Shatter where if you just hit it, like, it's a team wipe, you know what I mean? So yeah, don't be, like, too sneaky with the result. There's not really, like, a need for it. Good. I like the fact, like, you're considering it, but then you realize, like, oh, it's, like, too early. I don't want to go. Yeah. I think it's good.
Yeah, I think I'll just wait for them to push up a bit more.
Yeah. Because the problem with this, right, is that you ignored the tracer here, which is fine. You know what I mean? Like, you don't really want to spend too much time chasing tracer. But the problem is that, like, you as a team allowed her to set up on your team from all the way back here without trying to poke her out first, right? So if you could have poked her out a little bit earlier before the tracer gets to that off angle, like here, you know what I mean? Then she's going to have a tougher time to set up this pulse bomb on your Mercy in the first place. That makes sense.
Okay. Yeah.
That's like the downside of, like, doing these cheeky, like, hiding strats. Big nano. Yeah, I think it's fine. You could have greeted it a little bit more with the break in particular. Go ahead.
To be honest, I wasn't sure how like the surge would land with like her jumping up onto high ground. So
Gotcha. So you just pulled it early. Gotcha.
Yeah, because sometimes it can just be weird with like covering high grounds and stuff.
Yeah,
so
yeah, true. So the way it works is it's a sphere, right? Or technically like a dome or whatever, right? So so if she's and the LOS is like, I think that like center of your gravity or maybe like the ground or something like that. So it's a sphere centered around you. So even if she's on high ground, if she's still affected by your ult itself, like it's still in your LOS. And how do you know she's still affected? It's this purple outline right here showing that she's slow.
Right. I'd never realized I was.
Like, when heroes get damage boosted or slowed in this game, they have like a purple thing on their feet. When they're speed boosted, they get like a green thing on their feet. Right?
Yeah, I was aware of the green thing. I didn't actually realize that was purple one for.
Oh, okay. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, so right here you can kind of see it. You see it. She's still purple, and then for a moment she kind of. Okay, well I think this is because you released the ult more than anything else. But
yeah,
I wanted to see if it breaks for a moment before that. No, yeah, I don't think it does.
Yeah, it breaks the same time as the queen does, who's definitely in it. So,
and then here again, like just don't overly respect the break. Just literally just run at her, just kill her. Yeah. Nice, and then same thing here. First reaction should be okay, fine. Like you didn't have to use spin to kill break. That's fine. First reaction here should be because she's swinging on your team with overclock. You want to get in her face to both deny the overclock damage, but also just to push her out of position, right? So the immediate response here should be spin and not spear. Because right here, like something like that could happen. Where instead, if you like push her into the wall and spear here, she'll have less of an angle on your team. Does that make sense?
Yeah. The spit was clean though.
It was, yeah. Well aimed. Okay, so let's talk about this next portion of the fight, right? Because third point King's Row is kind of a nightmare for most comps, just because there's like not a lot of angles we can take, right?
Yeah.
But what are the angles that are available to us?
I mean, I guess like an inside small room.
This one here.
Yeah, this one.
Very slight off angle. Nothing really can't really affect their backline too much. But yeah, I agree. Go ahead.
Also like mini high ground to like the right of queen.
Yeah.
That one.
Yeah. And this one's really strong because not only does it give you full accessibility here, but it also allows you to reach their backline this way, right?
Yeah.
It's definitely very long and potentially very split from your team, but it's absolutely something worth considering, especially if you have the time to set it up. Because if you're here, right? Look at this. Like, imagine you're here and you're staring this way, right? They cannot cross this line comfortably because your team is going to be firing this way, right? And then you can fire this way. So this is going to be like a massive way to make space. And then it gives you the opportunity to deepen your angle, deepen your position this way, and then keep pushing this line back and back and back and back. Make sense?
Yeah. And wouldn't it also like basically deny any other angles they can take? Because it's like a lot harder for them to set up on like the high ground above queen if I'm there.
Oh, well, it depends on what hero,
Yeah, I mean, it depends on the hero, but...
Yeah. But yeah, absolutely.
It does definitely make it a little bit more difficult.
For sure, yeah. And so that kind of stuff is what we want to see, because that's obviously like there's only so well or so high of a skill curve to just using Orisa's abilities, right? Like in which order or like whether or not you hit the spear, right? So really what it comes down to is like how can we increase the amount of value? It's where we're using the abilities from, right? So here, you definitely want to deny full value acts, whether it's through spearing her or it's through fortify, right? I would argue spear, like try to spear her first. Yeah. Fortify is honestly kind of a big cooldown to get out. Yeah, boom. Okay, so we have a pick, right? Our team's fully supporting this angle. We need to start taking space, right? We need to make a move.
Yeah, I think I'm just waiting to get healed up before going.
Yeah, here again, I think you're just like over-respecting the on-a-sight line and the break sight line, right? Just run at her. Push her into this room if you need to. Push her into the wall, you know what I mean? You can just straight up just kill her if you spear her into that wall and then start hitting all these headshots. Even if the Ana doesn't miss, I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the fact that yeah, I think you're just like too like hyper aware of the Ana. You're like trying to hit this javelin when the much easier killable target is right here. Right?
Yeah.
Just focus on the person that's more accessible, right? This is like a convenience versus danger thing. Yeah, maybe Ana's more dangerous to you, but this kill's so much harder to get, or so much easier to get, I should say. Then you should absolutely just go for it. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's crazy. It's crazy that we let our Pharah die here, right? So look at what our Pharah's doing as this is happening, right? She's taking an angle with your Sojourn, right? On these people, on the brig, right? And we're just like hanging them out to dry, shooting the Ana, like, what are we doing? I'd be so pissed if I was that far. Yeah, both your DPS die, sadly. I'm gonna hear again, right? I'd just like to see you spin first, right? Then fortify.
Wait, why is my mic's not picking up properly for some reason sometimes? I think it's fine.
Did I miss anything?
I just need to speak. No, it's fine. I'm just saying okay and stuff.
Oh, okay.
I know. I think I'm just speaking a little quietly, probably.
Gotcha. Yeah, and I know you're doing this, like this aggressive spin-in, because like this is maybe the first time I've ever seen you do it, because you have ult. You know what I mean? And so I know you're thinking like, oh, I have ult, I can use my spin to do the whole combo. Sure, yeah, that's fine. But I'd like to see you do it even outside of the times that you have ult, right?
And I think this case, it may have also been a bit, because like, I thought I could go Tracer since I saw her use Rhea as well. That may be why.
Yeah, nice.
Like, I think we do end up.
Yeah, really good. Nice. Good. Yeah, I think the rest of this is probably just clean up here. Okay, nice. What does she have?
Pardon?
Hmm?
Wait, what did you say?
I said, what does she have? This scary woman, scary Australian woman screaming, coming out of the tunnel.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, Rampage or whatever.
Yeah.
Clean up
Her ult, right? What can we do about it?
Like deny them the line or spare them during it.
Obviously, we can't now because 3 seconds left on cooldown, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, the spin. So we wanna spend this time not on carts, but stuffing one of these two doorways, right?
Yeah.
If you're guessing she's coming on the left door, then fine. If you're guessing she's coming on the right door, then fine. I mean, we know that there's more action on right door, so I'd say in this moment, like, choose to stuff right door back here rather than babysitting cart. Make sense?
Yeah. Yeah, I think I ended up having to babysit cart because Sojourn Mercy just ran off to the doorway and there's no one else to push.
That's fine, but like if we go to push cart, our Mercy will, you know what I mean, or our Sojourn will, you know what I mean, someone will. But don't leave it to them. Like and plus to be fair, like Mercy can get to cart and like keep slingshotting back and forth to like get cart and give resources. So whereas you absolutely cannot do anything from here other than like some sprinkling some damage, you know what I mean? So it's still like more optimal for you to get off the cart and let somebody else push it.
Time for the reckoning.
Yeah, exactly, because of that. Yeah. And then at this point, because we have the perk, the spear perk, we don't need to actually get that close to the queen. We can just like charge our spear from here and then push her farther away from our team. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be this fight. Okay, so we've just spent basically an entire cycle on this corner, right? What else can we do? instead of like we want to spend cooldown cycles to do what? Generally,
Take space.
yeah, exactly. Take space. So where should we go with our cooldown cycle? Yeah, okay. Let's say okay, our fortify gets forced by knife or something like that, right? As soon as we pop fortify, let's say like around here, where should we go?
Like to the right.
Yeah.
To that room, and then we can just like close the gap through the corridor.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, exactly. Because the other thing is, once we get to here, let's say, right, this whole enemy team is going to be a lot more scared to walk forward because our team has like this crossfire here, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, we want to spend, let's say, fortify gets forced, you know, whatever it is. Okay, fine. We just walk now, right? Ideally, we don't even need to. We could just spin across. You know what I mean? Or like how you did before, spin to here if the enemy team allows it, right? That kind of thing.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, nice pre-charge around the corner there. Like good. Good. Finally walking. Good. Nice.
It's go time. Nice administered.
Nice good stuff. Nice. I look like you're gonna eat that pulse bomb.
Yeah, it'd be unfortunate I don't, but you know.
That's alright.
Can't
Nice, good spear. Yep. Spin in, do the thing. Yeah, love it. Good stuff. Right here, another really good opportunity to charge the spear, right? Because they're all stacked. And so how can you know that they're going to be stacked on top of each other here?
I mean, sim TP, I guess. Or, like, because they need to hide, or they need to hide back of cart because
yeah,
teammates are there.
exactly. And more importantly, you're on like the 90-degree off angle here, right? That's how you know. So this is like the perfect opportunity just to charge. Give it like just an extra little second before you hit the spear. Good, really good stuff. Get a spin at her, force the recall ASAP. Oh my god. Okay.
She's moving too fast. I feel like a boomer there.
As long as you boop her a little bit, she'll want to recall immediately because she's trying to dodge the Sojourn and the Ana LOS, right? But just spear her, push her out of the way. It's a really forced repositioning tool on the enemy team.
Yeah.
Really good, I should say, really strong. I even said strong. Okay, cool. That's really strong here that you force the Malga Shout this early. But what does Malga Shout do? Like, what is the purpose of Malga Shout?
More sustain.
Yeah, but do you know how it works? Like, how does it actually sustain the Malga?
Like, it basically just damage he does, like, heals him.
Yeah, perfect. So if he's shouting and not doing damage, then that's like the most ideal scenario possible, right?
Okay.
So once he shouts this early, like when he's this low, just like honestly maybe spear, but like I wouldn't even peek him, right? Or if you want to get aggressive with the spear, then right as soon as he starts shooting you now, I would start spinning and just backing up, right? Because you want him to be at low health as long as possible. Yeah. This is good. I like your angle here. Yeah, not bad. Oh, good. Now I have 2 seconds left to spin. Nice. Spin at him. Nice. Good stuff. So here, yeah, so your team is like really crumbling because their Sojourn took a really good angle here. And their Tracer's like behind your team, right? And so what we needed to do, I mean, obviously they have Malgan, so it's really tough, but we needed to like push backline at some point. And then here, you kind of just like have to reset fast because the longer that you're staggering, yeah. So when could we have pushed backline? When do you think?
I think like when I don't really like between the hotel and like the statue, and like Malga was like on the opposite end of the pillar, and then like Ana was behind Choke. Like I probably could have like tried pushed her at that point, maybe.
Okay, so I'm gonna play this from a top-down point of view, and I want you to tell me exactly when. Okay, like in hindsight. Okay.
like then.
And what was your green light?
Anna being completely alone, basically.
Ah, okay. I don't really love that so much, just because Juno can still help and all that kind of stuff. But the green light was the Malga shout ending, right?
Okay.
So right here, back a little bit more. Right here, like your team has all the space in the world, right? Look at this. Their team can't move forward, right? Malga's falling back, very, very scared. Shout comes out, right? And then Tracer takes angle, and then your team starts to lose some space here, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then importantly, we use spin to go backwards, which is really, really tough. Because now for the next 8 seconds, we're not going to be able to use it to be aggressive when we would like to, right? So shout comes out, spin comes out backwards, then they start taking angles here, right? Sojourn slides up, Malga starts peeking, Tracer goes wider, and then your team starts to fall back here. You see this?
Yeah.
So right here, right now is when I'd push backline with either spin or maybe on the Juno, maybe spear the Juno, something like that. Make sense?
Okay.
Perfect. Because the longer, like the more we keep going back and back, the longer we give their DPS and their team just in general to do things like what's about to happen in the next 5 seconds. Like boom, nade, right? Sojourn gets kill, rail, right? All that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
You see that?
Okay.
Yeah. It's a good pick on the Malga though. Just unfortunate your both supports died.
Yeah. And yeah, I got staggered a bit.
Yeah. Oh, actually, I think we maybe could have made it out, honestly. Oh, whatever, it doesn't matter. I think it's just nitpicking at that point.
Yeah.
Alright, let's see how the second point comes out. Nice. Go. She should not make it out. Good. Very good.
Yeah, I
Just
don't know
sing.
what my soldier doing there.
Yeah, that's fascinating.
Yeah, he like us like our DPS were duo, like if you can't tell by their names, but like our Dark Lord but like got a bit tilted by the end because of our support, so yeah, it was a bit rough.
Yeah, that's fair. What is your team running away from? Is it just the Tracer?
Yeah, I probably like I guess initially yeah, no, it's legit just Tracer.
You could argue also on us sleep and all that kind of stuff too, but okay, so like the Tracer is not bad. The Sigma can be kind of bad, but what's really problematic is the fact that we give up the ability to use this choke for so long, especially when we have so many cooldown or so many resources like cooldowns and ults and stuff like that. The Tracer is a problem. Like, yes, she's going to threaten your team. Like I don't love us giving space here for free if we don't have to, because we have so many resources to use here. But if your team is constantly backing up, then you can't hold here anyway. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like I think I was trying to I can't remember. I think I was like trying to pop gold to like maybe move up a bit and try like play a bit more towards that choke and like challenge Sigma a bit, but then like I turn around for a second and see that like my team doesn't have LOS on the choke anymore.
All right, that's fair.
I just decide to back or something. But yeah, I turn around there and I'm like, okay, my team just can't support me walking on.
Oh, big nano! Oh my god. I don't love you spending all your time on the nano Sigma either. So honestly, are you duoed with your honor? Like, this is kind of an insane nano.
No, I was endured with them, but
okay. Nice. Okay. Yeah. As soon as you hit this, right? Like that's fine to look at Sig, but as soon as he gets nanoed, you gotta look this way, right?
Yeah, especially since like just won.
Yeah, I mean, even if she weren't one, you know what I mean? Like, just you need to push them, right? Yeah. There's a POV. There it is. Yeah, now you kind of have to back because your cooldown cycle's over. Nice, I like playing this corner. How did that spear not hit him?
Yeah,
Like,
I
what?
was like, where did my spear actually even go? I'm confused.
Okay.
He just blocked it with his hand, like.
I think that might that might be like a ping thing or like a no reg. I'm honestly not even sure. That's so bizarre.
Yeah. He just slammed the spear behind him. And
Yeah. Oh, that's actually really unlucky.
Yeah, I was like, I think I was kiting out Juno up there, and then I see.
Yeah,
that,
I don't
like,
think you did the wrong thing here.
Rush. So,
Yeah,
like,
this is really good.
Good.
Yeah, so here, I would say, like, this is a really good play here, right? You're trading backlines, killing Yana, this is great. As soon as you're this close to the Sojourn, just run her down. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just run her down, spear her into the corner, she's insta-dead. There's, like, nothing she can do. Yeah, good. Nice. I'm assuming that's, like, ping-related wonkiness. Yeah.
Nah, you caught me aimbotting, sorry.
Yep. Okay, yeah. And then importantly, right? You don't actually want to hold this corner, right? Because it limits how much your backline can see. You want to play this corner, right? So that they walk into here and then your backline's immediately so like Ana's here, Carrie's here, Soldier's here, you know what I mean? That immediately you have more space to work with. Whereas if you hold this corner, right? Your Ana's forced to stare this way, and it's really hard for her to like look into their backline and get nades and stuff like that, right? Make sense?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. And the fact that this happens is like, you know, low key, like, what is our carry doing? But we're allowing the Sigma to walk this far in. Make sense?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, don't panic here, right? Like, I know you're antied, but you're not taking damage after anti, right? Don't panic, you're chilling. And then again, try to use spin. Yep, good. I like you back up this corner. Huge! Oh my god, that's massive. Right? But we also have to keep in mind there's two threats going on right now, right? What's the second threat?
The person right behind me.
Yeah, you got spin her off the high ground, push her back this way, do something about this, right?
Yeah, I think I go. Yeah,
it's just perhaps like a tad too late. So right here, once you hear the Sojourn, now you need to spin her off now. So that's a very problematic angle, right? Yeah, and then okay, sure. If you see this, then you turn for spear, like to stop the Sigma ult, right? But this needs to be like the immediate next thing we need to worry about is the overclock.
Yeah. Yeah, because she already got pick on
yeah,
the
like two basically.
Back to basics.
It's a tough play to make, though. I'll be honest. It's not easy. Yeah, I like this. It's fun. I would say, like, again, I think you're just respecting your team a little bit too much. The angle that you want to make, actually, is here, so that you have the option to rotate this way, right?
Yeah.
Then, because, like, if you could be here, their team's going to be very afraid to walk forward, right? You want your, like, maybe, like, your Honor or something like that to be here, so she can support the whole thing. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. But where you're standing is forcing your team to play farther back, like this.
Okay.
You suck. Now's your window. Yep. Gotta be more aggressive. Yeah. We just have to be more aggressive, right? We're letting our backline get absolutely demolished, right? Like, do you see why that is? Like, we're just giving them this angle.
Yeah, I mean, I think like after this fight, I felt like if like I just couldn't do anything to stop them.
Well, the problem is it's not after. It's not what comes after this.
Yeah.
It's like before. You know what I mean? Yeah. Nice, really big. Really good combo, nano combo going on right now. Yeah, oh my god, you're just you're waffling. Pick one, just pick one.
I mean, yeah, I think I was going for the cast, and I was like,
Yeah.
wait, where'd he go?
Oh,
Where'd he go? He was right behind you, wasn't he?
Yeah, run him down, run him down. Good. Yeah, this, I think, when you have spin and you're in, like, full aggression mode, you're taking too long to, like, commit, you know what I mean? So just spin at the thing you want to kill. It's right here, like, so obviously the Everrock, you know, so fortify this, right? But as soon as this is over, just spin at the Sig.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're taking so long to kill these things, and then you're like, losing so much HP while you do it. Very, very risky. Okay, so where would we like to be?
I mean, like, yeah, either the position like suggested in like the room, or like even just like up against the corner where cart is.
Up, so like saying here?
Yeah.
Okay,
Like,
this is not bad. Again, like, we're going to try to create an off angle with our team, right? Where would we like to be? Somewhere like here, or somewhere even like here, right? Fully supported by our team. We can pressure this angle. We can pressure this angle, right? And then if we need to, we can just spin out. Make sense?
Yeah. Okay.
Or maybe not even spin out that way, but spin out this way, right? And then come back this way towards cover with Mega. Either is fine. Yeah, and you see how this cast just walks here for free? And the Sojourn's gonna walk, and then, you know, the Sigma's gonna walk. Yeah, this is the problem. Yeah, and so you have to wonder, right? Like, they came from all the way over here, and now they've started their Juno ult here. Like, how did that happen?
Yeah.
Right? How are we letting that happen? Yeah, and like, what is your... Yeah. You just, like, let them walk in and then ult your back one for free, basically.
Yeah. Okay.
Alright, so I want to take another look at... Okay, maybe one more fight here.
Yeah, I think
close.
it's kind of just
not really much you can do here. All right, I want to take another look at offense. Good. I like your offensive positioning. Yeah, again, like perhaps an underutilization of the spin. You're just taking so much damage as you cross here, right?
Yeah.
Just want to do it fast.
Okay.
But I like your positioning here. Yeah, really good. I mean, this is like kind of a repeat of what we saw the last time, but it's still very good. It's still what you should have done. Yes, there we go. Perfect. Yeah, really good, really good. So obviously, like, this is very, very dangerous to do when Sig has Rock, right? So ideally, you want to force the Sig back further or force out Rock before you make this kind of play. But this is like the general idea is correct, right? Cast is on the off angle. He's going to be a threat to your team from here, right? So you're pushing him out. He's isolated. You can try to kill him. Good. But yeah, the reason that this doesn't work is because you get rocked here.
Yeah.
And then you're kind of forced to pop every single cooldown known to man. Good, yeah, take the left side. Yeah, really good. Yeah, you want to walk up to here though, right? You don't want their Sig to feel comfortable walking up to your team like this. Yeah, there we go, good. Yeah, I think this is fine.
Yeah, I think I was just like cooling in team chat, just like focus Sig I have them like how to choke. They can't support him.
That's fine. Oh, huge. Walk in. Go, go. Oh. Yeah, I think you can be a little bit more aggressive with your downtime too. Like, look for these areas where you want to set up pre-fight. Yeah, look how much space you're giving because it's winnable. Let's go, 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 go.
Yeah, I think I'm just being like too careful for my like supports to set up.
How does that not hit him either?
I guess like Sig just doesn't have arm hitboxes now. Okay, no, that
alright,
was
yeah, to
completely
be
wide.
fair,
That was
yeah,
completely wide.
that was pretty wide. Looked like it was fine in the full speed. Okay. Fine. No suck. Yeah, really good.
Yeah, we see
Okay.
that.
Yeah,
We see
unlucky. Unlucky. One has to wonder why is Tree here and not here. But fine, it's whatever.
I'm pretty sure Lifeweaver is the reason we see 9 because like he pulled Genji.
Oh, he
off
pulled
cart.
somebody off?
I'm pretty sure he pulled Genji off cart.
Goodness gracious.
But yeah, I think that's what like really tilted Dark Lord
Yeah,
part
yeah.
there. Yeah, for some reason this guy was just like going Malga as like some first point attack strategy. Like I don't really get it.
Yeah, I don't really get it either. It's fine. Huge. Look at his backline though, right? Like what I mean, like not. I don't mean like, you know, look at what they're doing right now. I just mean like try to look at their backline to pressure them more. Because like when he rotates right, when their Mago rotates right, you rotate right. But like it should be kind of reversed, right? If Mago's gonna come this way and expose his backline this way, then we shoot him from here. Make sense?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Just play like Ring Around the Roses.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah. And then, like, again, keep, like, look out for his shout. Because when he doesn't have shout is when he's punishable, right? Like, well, at least more punishable, right? So that's his shout just ending there. So now we can be aggressive. If he's going to peek this way, and their Juno's going to swing this wide close to you, this should absolutely be punishable, right? Spear, and then Javelin to her, or some combination of Orisa things, you know what I mean? But you need to do the Orisa thing to this person right now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like this should, yeah, there we go, yeah, good. I was like, that should not be allowed. And yeah, and like, why are we backing up? Like, why are we afraid of him? Push into him, right? Force him into the corner. Make it harder for him to get out and kill him. Oh, good try. Okay. Sick grip.
Crazy grip. Yeah.
Yeah, see how we're kind of like afraid to like see, like to look at them. You know what I mean? Or like, oh, are they coming left? Are they coming right? We should find out, right? Keep shooting them. Like, look at them from here. Okay, now they're coming left. Okay, and then I can just give it a little bit of space. Or maybe they're going right. Okay, now I can poke at their backline here, right? But we shouldn't be guessing.
Yeah, I think someone in comms said like, just don't peek as hard because like Sojourn alt battery or whatever. I don't know why I'm listening to like my rank teammates say silly stuff like that. But...
Yeah, but I mean the problem is like, sure. I mean, yeah, I guess you could argue that, but the Sojourn's going to charge rail no matter what at some point, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's not a big deal. And also, you're not like peeking this to trade with the Sojourn from here. That's not why you're doing this for the information, right? So you can just peek for like a pixel or for like an instant. You know what I mean?
I've got mind control by my teammates basically.
Yeah, and then here again, like I respect the fact that you're trying to take reduced damage, you know, during Malga shout. That's all good, but spin first, right? What's better than half damage from Orisa Fortify is 0 damage from spin, right?
Okay.
Even if you're just spinning like and not moving anywhere, right? Like, it would be better. Yeah, nice, good. Okay, now is your window, right? People are trading. This angle is really, really dangerous to your team. There's not much you can do about it now, but what can you do?
Like shoot at Malga and then even just try swing into like his Ana.
Yeah.
Especially since he doesn't have shout anymore.
Yep, perfect. Yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah, he got really angry
Oh
about
my
getting set
God.
there. He got really angry about that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like. Are you trying to like body block for him here? Is that what's happening? Like, why
Yeah,
are
I
you stepping
think
up
that's
so
what-
wide? Damn.
I
Yeah.
think that's what I was trying to do for him.
You can't do that without spin or fortify, or fortify, either of them. You know what I mean? Like, you just can't do that. And then by the time you get to here, if he hasn't already died, he's fine. You know what I mean? So you just gotta unpeak.
Yeah.
Ooh. Yeah, so you're just like trying to trade into the front line for like way too long. You know what I mean? Like, you just fall into Malga, and you fall into Malga again here. You know what I mean? You just gotta try to pressure their back line a wee bit more. Okay, where's the POV? Dude, I hate this. Okay, there we go.
Finally found it.
Yeah. Yeah, go, push him. Oh my god.
Yeah, he got really angry at me.
Dude, I would be mad too, man. Like, my whole team's right there. Like, what are we looking at? There's one thing to shoot at right now. What are we doing? I would be mad too. I get it. Yeah, push this person. Yeah, this person should not be allowed to walk like this, right? Like, we have all our cooldowns, right? How do we push them?
I think either I just like walk in there, no spin, and just spear him, or I spin in. I can't remember, but I spear him at some point inside the building.
Okay. So here again, the thing we have to be careful of is the on a sight line, right? That's like the one thing. So we can just walk at him with fortify, or we just spin and then, you know, push him back, push him further in, right? Either's fine. But yeah. Yeah, good. Yeah, good.
Okay, so I missed a spin, but it's fine.
That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. And then hold arch, right? Again, hold arch here. Don't force your team to have bad positions, or like weaker positions, I should say. Right?
Yeah.
Oh, nice, really big. Yeah, go. Now it's time to be aggressive. Yeah, this is like what you don't want to be caught doing. Because again, there's no way you're going to kill this person, right? Cage, double pocket, right? Trees over here, we want to be fighting over here, right? So, before we, like when we're spinning like this is fine. And then as soon as you see the nano, right? I would immediately think, okay, I need to trade backline. So start walking
You're
this
gonna
way.
hate this next sequence of events. You're gonna hate it just because it's gonna reinforce what I did here.
Wait, what? This works through shields? I didn't know that. Wait, hold
Yeah,
on.
I didn't know that either, but apparently it does. I was just doing this to
I didn't
try
know
and
it
focus
sucked through
my-
shields. Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, well, you know, if they're gonna walk into your result, I guess, you know, it's fine.
It's what.
Okay. Yeah, Jesus Christ.
Real.
Alrighty, fine. But so here, the thing with this is that like this still works with less risk. If you know, you can still do this with less risk if you try to trade backlines this way. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Also, the thing is, does if you fortify, can you just walk out of it?
Yeah, you can walk out of it. I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
I just don't think I had fortified.
Yeah.
Seconds.
I'm curious, like if you, like I'm just fucking nitpicking at this point, but if you jump
What if you?
and
Yeah,
then
I
hit
think
alt, and then can you land outside of it?
I mean, it's probably like pretty precise since I think like more than half your body would need like the center of your body would need to be out of it, and since like Orisa hitbox is obviously pretty big,
Yeah.
basically like have to time it perfectly so you get enough momentum
Right.
across. So it definitely is possible, especially if you like practice it a little bit, I guess. But yeah, especially since like you can't spin inside of ult, it's hard. It's probably like really tight to get that momentum.
Yeah, true. I'm just you know, curious myself personally at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is kind of insane. I don't know.
Now.
Yeah, they walk back into it. Oh.
This is just plat shenanigans. There's no other way of describing it.
That is just horrible to look at. Alright, I mean, you know, fine. It worked out. But yeah, just generally speaking, right? Because we know like what like how should I say this? There's only one thing they can do, right? When they nano their Malga like this early, you know, trees on the corner, all this kind of stuff, right? There's only one thing they're looking to do. So our response should be okay, we just need to try to trade backlines. Make sense?
Yeah.
This ends now.
It is a
Dude,
really good
facts.
open player.
Yeah.
But yeah. Okay. Cool. All right. So let's quickly talk about. Actually, is there one more fight?
There's one more fight. There's one more fight, and it should have ended well after I get first pick. Then like I just shit the bed. So
I have Juno
Although
overclock.
connected.
Okay.
This ends.
Yeah. So one thing I will say again is you want to hold here just to make it
Yeah.
harder for them to get these angles in your team. Yeah, and then also make it easier to hit the spear a little bit sooner on the ball. You know, fine, you know, whatever. Yeah, you guys should lose this.
yeah, we lost this.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. So again, she used ult here, right, and then killed somebody over here, and then she slid into your team here, right? So in order to help prevent something like that happening, is we want to hold up a little bit closer, right? Good. Okay. Good. Alrighty. That way, like when they overclock and your team wants to back up this way, right? Like they will be safer rather than. Like I should say. I think it might be easier just to see like what happens here, right? So because we're here, right, they get to cross the space for free, right? And then if they're crossing the space more easily, they get to influence this next portion of space more easily. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And so how is that influenced based off where we're holding? It's because we don't control this space as strongly. We're not contesting this space as strongly, and therefore they get to cross it for free. Make sense?
Yeah. Okay.
Because the threat here is not them touching; it's them using ults on this corner to destroy you guys here. Make sense?
Yeah.
Alrighty. Any questions about that kind of stuff?
No, I think that's good.
Okay. So before we get to big takeaways, right? What's something you feel like you did well in this VOD review?
I felt like, for like the most part, like I was pretty good at like aggressively going and like clearing angles and stuff.
Yeah. Especially in
Like,
first point
like-
offense, you were doing really well with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's probably just watching like too many vids, like analysis vids that involve like King's Row first.
Yeah, maybe honestly. So yeah, there's that, and then what else? I feel there's another thing I feel like you generally did pretty well.
I don't know, like the spears, maybe like just landing them
Sure.
decently. Sometimes.
Yeah, sure. But besides that,
Not sure.
your ults execution.
Oh, my ults.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
I don't
my
think I saw
ults.
a single wasted ult. I don't think I saw like the execute or no, the idea behind ult being really really bad. Yeah, your ults were good. Okay, let's talk about big takeaways. Right after this whole VOD review, what's the number one thing that sticks out in your head to get better at?
I mean, can I say two?
Oh,
Because
yeah,
like
yeah,
one's
yeah,
kind
sure.
of like more micro, while the other one's more
Yeah,
macro.
Sure.
'cause,
Well, let's start with
micro-
whichever one you think is more important.
Well, okay, I think more important one then is like the macro one, which is like setting up more aggressively when like you're the one defending, whether that's like
Yeah,
after you've won a fight on attack or whether you're setting up on defense.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, setting up on like a more aggressive angle, which both gives your team more space for like their own angles, but also like
Yeah.
takes away enemy space.
Yeah, good. So the fact that it's more obvious on defense because of I think this particular map, right? Because the specific stretch, it's like very easy to point out, right? But on offense, the equivalent is once you guys win the fight, like back here, and like this entire second point is given to you for free, or like wherever you want to set up, you need to choose, like you need to go set up sooner, right? So that's when we're talking about this versus this, right? Again, I don't care which one you go for at this point, but you need to start experimenting and start at least taking it earlier and seeing which one works in which scenarios. Make sense?
Okay, yeah.
So on defense, especially, take the free space you're given so that your backline isn't forced to play in worse positions. And then on offense, or I should say the offense equivalent, do this is if
It's
you
like-
win a fight, use the downtime between fights to set up sooner. Make sense?
Yeah, to like deny the retake easier.
Yes, exactly. And then you did kind of do it on the first round, like over here, but we like hide up on like a more sneaky play when it's just like not really that necessary, especially on heroes like Tracer, like all these people you want to whittle down before they get to your team, right? Okay. And then
Ryan Hart build right now.
yeah, a little bit. Yeah, I think it's fine if you're playing like Rhine or Malga or like Zarya, someone with like one instance of huge like CC, you know what I mean? Then fine, right? Maybe even like arguably Queen to some extent, right? But against heroes, especially like Tracer and stuff like that, you want to whittle them down before they kind of get to your team and prevent the setup. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get that.
Cool. What was I gonna say? There's one more thing. Shoot, lost my train of thoughts. Hold on, give me a second.
And is this to do with like setting up or?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. Keep in mind, like when you're deciding where to set up, right? Keep in mind where you stand influences where your backline has to stand, and vice versa. Like where they stand can also influence where you can go, right? So keep that in mind when choosing positions to set up on. Consider where you're standing, or consider how your position influences your team's position. Cool.
Yeah.
Alrighty. What's number 2? What's like the more micro thing you mentioned?
That's like the fortify spin order, well, more like spin then fortify.
I think just
So-
in general, there's like an underutilization of your javelin spin.
Mhm.
Javelin spin. So in general, you want to use it before. Fortify, so that you have another spin ready to go sooner, right? But even outside of that, like there are times where you can just use the spin more aggressively. Okay.
Yeah.
There are many opportunities to use spin aggressively to close distance that are being left on the table. Okay. And so don't like overly respect these singular squishies or like one or two squishies, you know what I mean? Especially after you've used all their after you've beaten their cooldowns, right? Like for example, like Ana sleeps, Ana nades, and she doesn't get anything out of it, and she, like there's a brig next to her not doing anything, right? Like just be aggressive. Make sense?
Yeah. Like I think as part of that is just like I had like this kind of like preconceived like idea of like spin, I guess, where like it's kind of like
Matrix.
as an engagement tool. Like as an engagement tool, like
Mm.
should like only use it like if they're right within like distance of it, where like I'd actually be able to hit them with the spin if they're in
I
range.
see.
Or it's like a defensive cooldown is just like weaker than fortify. So like why use spin instead of fortify,
Mm.
even though that's like stupid because fortify's on a longer cooldown.
Mhm,
But
mhm.
in some way spin is better because it's like full mitigation.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, good. Okay. Close distance. I'll say particularly on squishies that are being left on the table. Okay. The other thing I will say is I don't think this is always true, but perhaps with Malga particularly, you're like spending too much time fighting into the Malga itself.
Hmm.
Why do you think that is? Do you think that's Malga specific, or do you think that's King's Row specific? Like, what do you think is the origin of that habit?
I think it may just be when like I have preconceived conception that the tank is bad, whether it be like the tank they're playing is like weak in the meta, or whether it's like the actual tank player is just kind of brain dead. Like I will like tend to over focus on them a bit just because I think it's like easier to kill them. I think that may be it.
I see. Yeah, sadly, like if you are playing against a diamond or plat or whatever, tank, yes, they may not be like, God's gift to whatever tank they're playing, but it's still going to be way harder to kill them or pressure them than anybody else on the team. Makes
Yeah.
sense.
Like, yeah, unless if they're like fully feeding their brains out on like Winston or something, like then yeah.
Yeah, but like so it's a question of like convenience, right? Like how far
Mhm.
away is anybody else? If there is a monkey who makes a really brain dead jump into your team,
Yeah.
like yes, he should be dead. But if there's like let's say like a I don't know a Cass or maybe Cass is not even the best example. Like say there's an Ana that happens to be like right next to the monkey. You know what I mean? Like who's easier to kill?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's still the Ana, right? And so yes, positioning affects like whether or not like how easy it is to pressure and kill that person. But when their positioning isn't bad, like here with the Malga, right? Like their position is not bad here. Like their team, their team can support them and all this kind of stuff. You're still spending like too much time like dumping resources into the Malga when it's not favorable for you to do so.
Okay.
Okay. The only reason that you should dump resources into a Malga or into any tank before, early in fights is if there's no one else that's accessible. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But like if their Juno's like right next to him, you need to punish the Juno sooner. Make sense?
But then I have aim. That's just like...
True. Okay. So what I'll say is,
Hit the labs.
no. What I'm going to say is know when to pressure squishies instead of tank. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, the rule of thumb is that you basically always want to be dumping resources into squishies rather than tank. But if their positioning is such that the tank is making it impossible to do so, then yeah, you have to force the tank out first. Then you have to win the frontline trade first. Make sense?
Yeah.
Cool. But as soon as you win the frontline trade, like Malga uses Shout, for example, and gets nothing, you don't want to keep spending time to dump into the Malga. You want to punch the Juno who's standing right next to him. Make sense?
Okay.
So rule of thumb, pretty much always prefer to dump resources into squishies rather than tank. But if enemy tank is making it impossible to do so, then win the frontline trade and force the tank out. But as soon as you win that trade, wants to return to pressuring / killing squishies. Think of enemy Juno standing right next to Malga. Okay.
Yep.
Alrighty. So those are 3 fairly large things to work on. The more micro thing is obviously going to be a little bit easier. So be patient with yourself. You know what I mean. This is a decent sized chunk to bite off. You know what I mean. Okay. Any final questions? Final thoughts?
No. I mean,
That covers it. I mean, well, I'm like 2 games off diamond right now. I see. So
Oh,
I think so. I was
very,
actually
very
1 off,
close.
but then I kind of shit the bed on the rank.
Oh, that's
up,
right. I did
so-
see that before we launched in that huge debate on the Discord.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did see that. Alrighty. Okay.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, there was actually like another debate that you didn't see last night, which was about me arguing that like Zarya honestly isn't like a good matchup for Orisa, just because like Orisa can kind of melt Zarya without bubbles if she can, and
Yeah.
if she just plays spacing properly.
Well, the problem with that is that like it's much harder for Orisa to play spacing properly on Zarya than it is, for example, like Diva. So honestly, I think Diva into Zarya is more of a skill matchup than people think it is, but Zarya into Orisa is more of a counter because it's hard for the Orisa to avoid the Zarya when the Zarya has bubbles. And then the Zarya can choose to disengage when she doesn't have bubbles. So the Orisa, so it makes it hard for the Orisa to engage back on her. You know what I mean? So it's a bit of a, like you're saying, like, yes, Orisa can melt Zarya when she doesn't have bubbles, but a good Zarya is not going to face tank the Orisa when she doesn't have bubbles. You know what I mean? Yeah, so it is a little bit more of a counter in that sense. Because, Orisa can't stop taking damage from Zarya.
I don't know. Maybe it is just like I've never played like against a good Zarya in
It's
the field.
highly possible. You know what I mean? Zarya's like not, honestly, I don't think I mean, you correct me if I'm wrong, but I haven't seen that many Zaryas in competitive recently.
When like I'm popping off on Orisa, like I do
you'll
quite
see the
often
Zarya
see
pick,
like
yeah.
the Zarya counter swap instantly. Like I was on like Havana earlier today. They like it was second round, like we were on defense, they roll out on Hazard, see that I'm on Orisa, instantly turn back into spawn and Vixar. And like I could literally see them do it through the walls because like Hanzo's Sonic Arrow to spawn door. So like I just watch them like turn around instantly and just swap back onto Zarya.
Shameless. Absolutely shameless. Alrighty.
Yeah. I think we won that game.
Okay, any final questions before we kind of call the recording there?
No, I think that's it then.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah. All right. So let me stop the recording.